I would love to talk about something that I'm very passionate about and that I think will be very important.
Okay.
We touched on the Kerwin Frost Lil B beef on the last episode, and people came at me. People were coming at me saying, oh, Adam is not a man of culture. Adam is not well read. He doesn't know about what's going on in Ben Baller's podcast. So today, Housefun and I actually went and found the episode of Ben Baller's podcast where Lil B addresses Kerwin, and now we know about the root of their problems with each other.
I'm ready. Hit me.
You ready? Okay. And it's really interesting because it's the thing that everybody has kind of given, not everybody, but, a lot of people have kind of been mad at Lil B because he's posted a lot of foot pics.
Or just pics in general of like girls with Lil B and like thank you base God like on their arms and feet.
Girl time.
Yeah.
Girl time. That's what it's labeled as.
Bro, it was a whole Twitter called like Girl Time USA.
Hey, I mean, he's been doing this forever. Like this is
since
not a new thing,
probably like
right?
2010.
Very Tumblr-esque.
This is almost 10 years old of him doing this.
Yeah, I mean, Lil B has a very unique use of social media, and he's always just sort of like that's just been one of his many tricks.
He was the original meme rapper, like a meme creator.
Right. I mean, he just has always had a really bizarre and fascinating usage of Twitter, everything up to his ratio, his legendary ratio of following millions of people and like having millions of followers. Yeah. The constant retweeting of everything that people say to him and stuff. The signing of his own tweets is something that I feel like he brought to the table. Very rare. Just the other day, tweeted Adam22.
I saw that.
Lil B.
You got to sign it.
What happened? Can you tell me?
So people have been upset about Lil B posting photos of girls that they felt looked younger. And some of the photos just sort of weird. Like sometimes the girls look a little bit strung out or whatever. But I guess that Kerwin took particular offense to like a certain photo that was posted where he thought that the girl looked super young. So Kerwin actually reached out to Lil B, mad as hell.
Text him personally, Lil B said.
Got in touch with him and basically just like flipped out on him. And like we could ask Kerwin exactly what was said, but Lil B characterizes that as Kerwin coming at him like super aggressively.
Like, I can't believe you would do this. Like,
right. And Lil B's pissed because Lil B says that this girl is not underage and that he's seen her ID, that she has a kid, that she has a boyfriend that she lives with, etc., and that she actually is an adult. Maybe she looks young in this photo or whatever, but she's not.
That's just how she looks, he said.
And he feels like Kerwin just basically jumped to a crazy ass conclusion. And Lil B actually, two interesting things. He said that he thinks that this whole thing is a product of Kerwin being attracted to him.
What?
He literally said that.
This went like totally left field.
He started off like that. He was like, yeah, man, I think that Kerwin likes dudes, and he found out I didn't like dudes, and I think that's why he was mad. And then he went into the actual reason why.
I'm not sure to what extent Lil B actually believes that.
He was just trolling him, I'm pretty sure. But
I mean, yeah, you don't know.
It was pretty funny, I'm not going to lie. He started
Ben Baller just kind of went with it.
Because Ben Baller was really sitting there expecting like a real answer. He's like, oh, what is he about to say? And he started it off with that. And then he got into it, and then he ended it with that, like, he kind of like cocked blocked this business situation that he had with that Lil B had going on with Cash App.
Yeah, so I don't know what kind of business Lil B was doing with Cash App.
I'll tell you right now.
Okay.
So on Twitter, like they would do like giveaways and shit, and Lil B would like retweet shit and like give out free money with Cash App.
Oh, really?
Now he probably had other shit in the workings too, but this is my base knowledge of what he was doing with Cash App at first.
So
and Kerwin's show is sponsored by Cash App.
Right. And so Lil B alleged that Kerwin may have reached out to Cash App saying, oh, Lil B's fucked up, he did this.
Which like
Kerwin has pull over Lil B and Cash App.
Yeah, why not? His fucking show is doing so many numbers. His show is
doing great.
That like all those episodes are all sponsored by Cash App. So all that shit is going. It's probably on their YouTube page if we look it up.
Right.
No, it's on his YouTube page. Also, Joe Budden's pull up is sponsored by Cash App.
Exactly. So now why would
Joe Rogan?
So why wouldn't?
Why are we not sponsored?
Wait, listen.
Because we have no money.
Listen.
Because we're Venmo gang.
Why?
We support TJX6. We support TJX6. They want nothing to do with us.
Cash App. I only got Cash App downloaded on my
Kerwin,
phone.
Plug us in. You know you're watching this.
I only got Cash App.
We need the Cash App plug.
No,
it won't come out of your budget. It'll be just more money that they're spending with us.
More Cash App.
If your girl has Venmo in 2019, she's a keeper.
Will we be disqualified from getting ads from Cash App when Housefun divulges that he's been using Cash App to sell cocaine for many years?
I think you just said it.
6ix9ine wave right now, yo.
Just kidding. I don't actually believe that. Is that true?
I'm not saying it's true at all. No.
Oh, no, because you like in the notes it's like dinner. So it was dinner
or Uber.
That $50 at 4 in the morning. That was dinner.
Bowl of rice.
5 a.m. It's like 7-Eleven, cigarettes, beer, and then 5 a.m.
I like how I proposed like a sponsor and then immediately pretty much disqualified us from getting a sponsor. Like pretty much pushed it to the edge of anything that they could possibly be expected to endure.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's about all that we know about the Kerwin and Lil B situation.
Well, I had some more, but you kind of like fucked me up.
What else you got?
I had some more, but shit.
You forgot.
What was it again? The Cash App? Something?
Yeah.
What was he doing with Cash App?
Let me finish. So basically, he was kind of diverging, I guess, Cash App from fucking with Lil B. And I guess Lil B was saying that was fucked up for him to do without having any back knowledge and about not like having fact checked the actual situation and see if the girl was actually underage.
If he said that he has the ID and all that shit, can't he just show Cash App like, hey, look, she has a family, kids,
I don't know
ID.
if anything went through. I think Lil B was just mad about the whole situation, about him coming at him sideways, about him just like the whole situation. I don't think anything fully went on with Cash App yet. We don't know.
That's speculation. But I feel like, okay, this is the issue. If Kerwin gives a fuck about Lil B and he sees a post up and he thinks, oh, this girl looks really young, it's inappropriate, it's wrong, shouldn't he hit up Lil B with the energy of, yo, Lil B,
what's going on with this?
Yeah, this doesn't look right, bro. Like, you should delete this. Like, I feel like if it was me and I saw Lil B post something and it only been up for a little bit and I thought that he had fucked up, I might reach out and say, yo, B, like, you might be tripping with this. And I feel like in that situation, then we wouldn't be having this conflict at all. I don't know. I think Lil B, from my perspective, needs to maybe be a little bit more conscious of how certain things look. Yeah. Like, to a certain extent. I've definitely seen like stuff posted that it's like, probably gonna get the wrong idea about that.
But this is the thing though with me. It's like we were just talking about all the millions of followers that he has, how he literally retweets and just reposts everyone, and it's like at that point he might not even be consciously picking out like, oh my god, this girl's hot, I'm gonna post this girl. He's literally just posting there's no way he can manually do that. He has to have some fucking bot.
That's what I was gonna say. He probably has a bot that just has anyone that has his at in it that it just fucking,
you feel me?
I kind of think that Lil B is really just out here tapping.
You would like to
500 times a day. Because there is customization and there's stuff that seems like it clearly is him. It's like I feel like if he had a social media manager on top of things, that it might look a little bit more organized.
I don't think he has a manager, but I definitely think that he uses bots to probably retweet shit. I'm going to give it to him that he's using his fingers to at least follow all those millions of people. So he's doing at least that.
Like, what is Lil B doing on a day-to-day basis that he's so busy that he can't slap that retweet button?
Are you fucking joking?
I feel like this is a guy who's in tune with his Twitter timeline. Like, he has nothing against the idea of spending a few hours a day paying attention to his Twitter timeline. Also, I think we might be characterizing it as retweeting more than it actually is. I would like to actually analyze that and see how many times he retweets or tweets per day. Because
let's do it.
I don't think it's that outlandish. We'll do a study. Maybe we can discuss that next time.
Yeah, I think it is, man. Analytics. Especially if you analyze it over the years and how much, like, every little thing.
That would be fascinating because we could probably learn a lot about Lil B's mental state and what he's doing by analyzing how many retweets and stuff. Bro, I don't know to what extent that's even possible.
I'll tell you like this. Anytime I ever said something to Lil B, I'm pretty sure he replied or favorited it or retweeted it or all of the above.
Yeah. You know what? I really screwed up.
And you're just one person that follows him.
I really effed up. Remember how you were right. I'm going to admit it. For once, Kim, you were right.
Yay!
Yeah. So you were right.
Always.
You said, because I was talking about how I wanted to do a live podcast with Lil B and how I just wanted to do something epic with him. I would even just want to do a sit-down interview, whatever. Maybe we could do that and then do a live podcast. Who knows? But I pitched that idea to B when I saw that he did the Ben Baller podcast. I was like, bro, if he's going to do Ben Baller's podcast, I feel like he's down to do mine as well. And then you said, well, did you text him? I said, no, I DM'd him. And then you said, well, you should text him. And I was like, DM, text this Lil B. I know he's looking at Twitter all the time. After we talked about him on the podcast the other day, he got in touch right away. And he said, I didn't see those DMs.
Exactly.
Cam girl. Clairvoyant.
I also agree with you on that too. I was like, you should
just
definitely
really smart and always right. I told you I'm his good friend. He texted me his number or DM'd me his number.
Did he really?
Did you ever
talked about this?
Did you ever take pics with Lil B riding on your foot?
Definitely not.
What if you didn't have a boyfriend?
If I didn't have a boyfriend, I'm gonna date Lil B?
No, would you take foot pics for Lil B?
Probably not. I would do it as much as if you would do it.
What if he needed them to cure cancer? I would do it.
He would probably do it. Yeah. I mean, I guess if as much as you would do it.
No, that's some weird shit. That's some Jerry Sandusky shit. I'm not sending Lil B
Jerry
foot
Sandusky?
pics. Yeah. I've been reading a little bit. I was on vacation first. I was reading this. I'm so embarrassed. I was reading the Malcolm Gladwell book, the new one. That's the only thing I could find in the bookstore that I wanted to read.